Hello students, we are going to discuss the 29th assignment of class 6th for the subject English language. I request you to listen it carefully. We have chapter number 6 and the name of the chapter is pronouns. So let's have a look on the pronouns. A pronoun is a word that can be used instead of a noun. For example, Veena arrived late. Veena had a headache. Veena arrived late. She had a headache. So Veena is a noun and she is used in place of Veena. Without repeating the word Veena, that is without repeating the noun, we can use the pronoun in place of a noun. So let me acquaint you very briefly with the types of pronouns. So we have personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used instead of nouns for persons or things. For example, I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Possessive pronouns shows possession or belongings. We use them to show the relationship between people and objects, and they are mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, and theirs. The demonstrative pronoun points to the noun to which it refers. That is, we can also say that demonstrative means to denote something, and the demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. Then we have interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions, and they are what, who, which, whose, whoever, and whatever. Now we have reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used as objects when the action of the subject reflects on the subject itself, and they are myself, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, and themselves. It comes after the verb usually. Subject and object refers to the same person in this. For example, they hurt themselves. He blamed himself. So in this, he is the subject, blamed is a verb, and object is himself. That is the interconnection between the subject and object. Now we have the emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns are used to emphasize the subject. It is same as reflexive pronouns, but they are different in the usage. For example, I myself did it. So I is the subject and myself is the emphasis on the subject which is taking place in the sentence. So myself is emphasizing the subject in the sentence. Let's understand the difference between the reflexive and emphatic pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are placed at the end of a sentence, usually. Emphatic pronouns are placed immediately after the subject of a sentence. For example, he blamed himself is a reflexive pronoun and I myself did it is an emphatic pronoun. So relative pronoun refers to a noun mentioned before it. Relative pronouns are who, whose, whom, which, and that. For example, this is the dog that was hit by a car. So it is referring to a noun mentioned before it, and that is the relative pronoun. We use who and whom for people, which for things, that for people or things. So let's have a look on the exercise. Fill in the blanks using appropriate pronouns. So appropriate pronouns, you have to fill in these blanks accordingly. So in the first one, Barsha, who is very friendly, lives the next door. Tanya herself baked the cake. Similarly, like this, you have to fill in the appropriate pronouns in these sentences. Look at the next exercise. Fill in the blanks using the given pronouns. In this exercise, the pronouns are given to you. You have to fill in them in a sentence. Look at this sentence. Dash blazer has Amrita borrowed. Whose blazer has Amrita borrowed? Similarly, like this, you have to fill in the blanks using the given pronouns from the box. Look at the another exercise. In this, we have to circle the correct answer. The incorrect answer is also given to us, but we have to select and choose the correct answer and we have to circle it. She doesn't like looking at her or herself in the mirror. So herself will be the correct answer, and similarly like this, you have to attempt the correct answers and circle them in this exercise. So, students, we have completed the chapter 6 pronouns. Hope you've understood the chapter. Thank you, students.